Welcome to the tasting room, where we drink adult beverages and
judge them.
I'm Brian.
I'm Derica.
And this is Swill. A year ago, we made a champagne for the poor man. And, well...
That would be us.
Yeah. Since then, we've actually been to the Champagne region of France. We toured the Pommery, which is an actual champagne place.
And we gained
a lot more knowledge than we had when we made this.
Yeah. So I'm a little...
I'm apprehensive.
Yeah.
But in order to do this, we have to pop the cork or the swing top and get it in a glass. So let's pop this open. On the table, maybe. Oh, no. I don't think there's any carbonation left in this. All right, well, let's pour it anyway. So this is already a sad trombone kind of situation. There's no carbonation in our champagne.
No.
But it's okay.
We learned so much and gained so much greater appreciation for champagne that I
wouldn't even call this poor man's champagne.
I have concerns.
This is just dry white wine at this point. And it's not even white, it's like orange.
It looks like apple juice.
It really does. I don't remember what we made this with. I think it was like white grape juice.
I think so.
So this is just going to be one of those crazy episodes where we just basically talk about this and make fun of it, pretty much. It is nicely clear.
It is super clear.
It does kind of look...
It looks like apple juice. Brian's going to say it looks like something else.
Let's call it apple juice. On the smell, it actually has like a raisiny, kind of a caramelly smell. Notice I said caramelly. I normally say caramely, but that sounds weird. Caramel sounds fine, but caramelly and caramel, I don't know.
It smells nice. It does not smell offensive.
Oh, I know what it is.
It does not smell like champagne.
No, it doesn't at all. We had to cook the juice to get rid of... Which, interesting side note about that, boiling the juice does not actually get rid of the sorbate at all. Or the sulfites. It doesn't at all.
Well,
what you have to do to get it to ferment is just overpower them with yeast and nutrients. That's it.
Okay.
So we wasted a lot of time cooking our juice and added a really interesting smell to it.
yeah, which is probably going to be carried on to the flavor because when we did our concentrated apple wine, where we cooked the heck out of the apple juice.
It added a really nice flavor.
It was beautiful. It was fantastic, but nowhere near champagne.
Yeah, it's got an interesting smell. This is cold, by the way, too. We chilled it.
Yep.
Probably a good thing in this case.
You do for
Yeah,
champagne.
champagne is usually served cold. I don't think it's ever been served warm. Or it's not supposed to be.
Now I just wish...
There is an interesting smell, though. It's kind of nice.
All right, I'm just
a little burnt sugar, not burnt sugar, but like caramelized sugar.
I'm getting raisin notes too, but
Yeah.
if you think about it, dried fruit has a similar...
Well, it is dried grapes.
Right.
Grapes.
But they weren't dried.
True.
Raisins are dried.
They're cooked now.
Right.
So they're cooked grapes. Raisiny.
I'm going to drink it.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
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 It's kind of watery. It's got a little tang to it from the cooked. Could use a lot of tannin. Could definitely use some carbonation. With carbonation, this might actually be okay. But you know what? This is actually a pretty great wine for cooking with.
Yeah.
It's got just enough.
Up front, it was okay, but
It's kind of weak.
the after is kind of not working for me.
Yeah. This is 1.000, so this is totally bone dry. And it's 13%, so it's actually pretty high in alcohol. It comes across like a cider much more than it comes across like a wine. It really does. Yeah. There's a funkiness in there somewhere. It's like, as it first hits your mouth, you taste kind of a cidery flavor. There's a... It feels like malic acid. It's got like a tang to it. And then in the mid palate, there's a hard step there. It's like, it just turns almost bitter, but it's not really bitter. It's like, just this tart sour thing, kind of. And then you get like a raisiny aftertaste. So the mix of all those three things together is just kind of weird.
It's like if you had a trail mix that was raisins and like
flat vinegar.
No, it's not. There's some dried fruit that has that kind of pungent, almost burnt funk to it. I think we fermented with it and it came out nice, but in its dried form, it was just not.
Goji berries?
It might have been goji berries, like a raisin goji berry.
We didn't like goji berries.
Okay. I'm not a fan.
Nope. I'm actually saying I don't know that I want to cook with this.
Yeah.
At first, my first taste, I was like, "Oh, this would be great for cooking." After living with it for 3 sips.
Yeah. No, I am going to take this as a learning experience because we have learned a lot.
Yeah.
And back in the day when we originally made this, we were both like, champagne's gross. We don't like champagne.
Yeah, we didn't.
The only thing champagne is good for is when you add other stuff to it and make it something champagne plus.
Well, that might have been you. Even I didn't really
like
drink it. But
cocktails.
then we got to go to the Pommery and we tried a few different kinds of champagne and learned an appreciation for
Now
it.
they spoiled us.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we love it though.
We'll be honest. They gave us some nice samplings.
But I wouldn't still say that it was like our favorite thing ever.
No, but
it was just good. It was better.
Our takeaway with it was it reminded us of a cider, like a nice crisp, light cider.
Yeah. This doesn't.
This is not light. This is not crisp. It's certainly not sparkling.
It's not good. It's just not good.
All right.
It kind of tastes like white grape juice that has vodka added to it, but not in a good proportion.
Not good vodka, that's for sure.
Right. Like the cheapest swill you could get, like they put it on the bottom shelf.
The basement shelf.
Yeah. And it's like bad apple juice to begin with.
Grape juice.
Grape juice, that's what I meant. I don't know. Not liking it.
All right.
You know, every show has to have those moments that are just fails. I'm going to call this a fail.
I'm going to call this a fail.
This is not great. And it's been sitting on the shelf for a year. We have several bottles of it.
Yeah.
Because I haven't touched it.
You know where those are going.
Yeah. Well, we haven't given it away yet.
Time for judgment.
On the screen right now, you should be seeing our scorecard for how we judge things here on the tasting room. Now it's time for us to put a score on this. Do you have a number?
I do.
I have a number as well. Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
3.
2.5. I was debating between 2 and 2.5. This is not going to last the day.
It is not.
And not in a good way.
Nope.
We rarely dump things out, but I want to say why this will get dumped out. It is because we will never drink this.
Right. Push come to shove, if I was dying of thirst and this was the only thing we had in the house, I'd drink it. I'd be all right.
I wouldn't. I would go out and buy something.
I know we're constantly making new stuff. There's constantly more stuff being added to the shelf.
And we could use these bottles more than we could use this stuff that's in them.
It's going down the drain.
Yeah. I hate to even say that, and I know we tell people, don't ever dump it, don't ever dump it. I don't think even mixing this with something else is going to make anything but whatever we mix it with worse.
Yeah.
It's not going to improve enough to make it worth keeping. And that's a choice that you have to make for yourself. We do this for a living. We have limited space. We make 50 to 52 brews a year, well, 45 to 52 brews a year. And we only have so many bottles. We want to be able to use those bottles. If it's something that we can drink and consume in that time and enjoy, by all means, we're going to do it. Like anything above 4, we're probably going to keep. But yeah, I'd even go 2 on this. I really don't like this at all. I mean, neither of us are finishing our glasses. I'm not planning to. I went to take another taste and went, nope, I'd rather not.
So if you want to make a champagne, don't make this one.
Yeah. We'll work on a new recipe and try to make a better poor man's champagne. But it's not going to be this. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching and have a great day.
Bye-bye.